So what we've done is really look for interfaces that people understand, that they're used to using, something that they'll understand as soon as they see it. So we put the 5-way controllers on the steering wheel that control the screen that's located directly above them. That way you've got kind of a visual mapping of what goes where. And when people see a switch like this, they know what it does. They've used it on, remote controls, on cell phones, on gaming systems. So if you look over here on the left-hand side, this is all driver-specific information. So this is the stuff you would typically find in your cluster, your trip information, stuff like that. But what we've done is we've given customers a few more options on how much information they want to see. So if you're missing your tachometer, you can bring up that gauge, you can simplify a little bit, or you can go very simple and just see your miles to empty. If you want to do something a little more advanced, if you want to track your fuel history, you can actually get a graph. So as you're driving, you see this graph change in a 5-minute duration. So the last 5 minutes of your drive, you'll see how you're doing.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, people really like to get feedback, quick feedback on how they're doing on their driving, improve their fuel economy as they go.
Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter what you drive, whether it's a hybrid or not. You care about it and you want to do better. So over on the right-hand side is all of our 4 main categories of our system here. So we use the same 4 categories in the cluster as well as these corners that you see here on the touch screen. And we actually color code them so that it's easy with a quick glance to know what section you're in each area. So we've got entertainment is red, phone, yellow, navigation's green, climate's blue. And those all correspond with what we have here. So I can quickly look down and see, oh, okay, I'm in climate and I'm in entertainment. And it also gives users the opportunity to kind of, if you want to keep your map screen up all the time here, you can see something else here without having to turn off the map. So what we do in the cluster is we just give you quick things that you can do with the 5-way without taking your attention from the road. So yeah, just a couple, it's really a small subset of what you can do here. So yeah, you could, for climate, as an example, you could change your fan speed and your temperature.
Now, can you do everything that you can do here? Can you do from up in here?
No. See, that's why we only do a few key features. So for climate, you can see our climate screen here. Let me get it back. So we're still finishing, final phases of getting our system working correctly. But you can see there's a full set of buttons here where you've got your heated seats, your mode, your fan speed, and all these buttons down here that correspond to the buttons you've got on your electronic finish panel. And all you can do in the cluster is fan speed and temperature.
Gotcha.
So we really only want small, quick things that are going to be your most commonly used features in the cluster. So here's your basically fairly simple climate control. This is where our navigation resides. So if you didn't opt up for the whole navigation system, you would have sync services, and you would get you could receive turn-by-turn directions. Actually, you can do this with or without the nav system.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can always receive turn-by-turn, in which case you're going to see arrows and the distance to the street and stuff like that for how to get somewhere.
Now, how does the turn-by-turn work if you don't have the direction? Does that come off the phone, like a cell phone, or?
So basically, yeah. Once you have sync enabled, it uses the phone that you bring into the vehicle to get the information to you. And then once it's in the car, you can either watch it on this screen or you could see it in your navigation screen here. You'd see your next turn. So right now we just have the compass because there's no route active.
Right.
But you would see your next turn up here in front of you.
Does it also do traffic as well?
Yeah, so you can get a traffic report, you can get news, and that's all done through your mobile device.
Gotcha, okay.
The other thing that, let me open this up. So if you do want to opt up for navigation now, it's just an application. You're not forced into getting it just because you got the touch screen. So it's an application that we actually just pop into the SD card slot. And it's not working, so I'm not going to
Right.
But and the new nav system has 3D buildings and really great graphics, and it looks really nice. So it's
literally when you buy the navigation, that's what you're buying.
Exactly, you're buying the SD card.
As opposed to the whole stack.
Right, yeah, so it makes it much easier just as an application. It's easy for upgrades. And really, it's not forcing people to get a system if they don't really feel like they need it. So many people have it on their phones now and stuff like that. They don't really feel like they need it. The way that you would bring it into the vehicle is basically you could use a US mobile broadband, plug it into your USB, And then you really make the whole vehicle a hotspot, so anyone in the back seat would have internet access as well.
That's actually very convenient.
Yeah, or you can use your phone. So a lot of people have data plans on their phone now too, and you can use that, use the Wi-Fi connection there too.
Now, are there any restrictions when this can be used, such
Absolutely.
as you can't use it while moving or driving?
Absolutely,
or
yeah. It's only there when you're in park.
Okay.
So if you know, for whatever reason, if you started in park and then you shifted it out,
Right.
you would get a warning on the screen that says, oh, you can't use this, it's not safe.
Okay.
You know, put the vehicle back in park to use it. So yeah, it's very important that, you know, we make sure drivers aren't overly distracted. So
Right.
yeah, we do lockouts like that. We do it here, we do it for video. Some of the more in-depth text too, you have to be stopped if you want to, you know, type in a nav destination, things like that. So just like kind of a visual representation of how you can get the internet into the vehicle. So this is, you know, just kind of showing people the options of how to get it there. One of our other fun menu screens is our ambient lighting screen. Turn it on. So you can see here the lighting in the cup holders, and there's some like in the footwells and over here. Yeah, and so we've got, you can see the colors that are available. You just press the color that you like, and you see it change. You can change the dimming with the slider bar at the top of the screen. It's just kind of a fun way to interact with it. You know, you get to see all your options. And it's just kind of exciting. The other thing that we can do to help personalize the vehicle is if you go to the home screen, here you can see there's this Ford Oval. You could actually upload a picture and put a personalized picture here. Or for the people who want some more functionality in it, this one's just got just a little flavor from each corner. And so you just get a couple buttons.
Setup.
Exactly, yeah. So you just get to do a little bit in each corner, or if you want to fully customize for our advanced users, you can actually create shortcuts that take you to different places throughout the system.
Oh wow! So you can. Wow, that's actually.
Yeah, so you don't have to, you know, if you don't want to, if you want to be able to get to your ambient lighting and
it's almost like a macro. You just hit it and you go.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's fully customizable. Users can pick from, you know, all the different screens in the system to really put into here. So it gives them a lot of ability to get as much or as little information as they want. In terms of personalization, what we also allow users to do is you can link all of your settings, including your home screen, your ambient lighting color, and all that, to your key. So I can say, oh, I'm user 1. So if that, you know, if I'm using
your wife
my
gets
key,
in the car after you, or whatever, she has her own setup as opposed to
all your own settings. And the nice thing is, once you've taken the time to do that, you set up all your radio presets, your navigation preferences, your shortcuts.
Yep.
You can put it on a USB and take it into your next My Ford vehicle and upload the profile. So all those settings are there without having to take the time to do it again, because it really
that makes
cumbersome.
perfect sense. Just like taking your profile with you.
Exactly. So you mentioned about bringing some of the applications into the car.
Right.
So the new thing we've been talking about is bringing Pandora and Stitcher. So once you bring it in on your mobile device, you can use the Sync App Store and you can bring it into the car. And what happens then is it just shows up as another option here on your audio sources, and it actually uses the same layout that you're used to using from the other screens. So you'd use the same exact layout. Yeah, so they actually design it to look like our other screens. But you're going to see, of course, your Pandora station playing. You're going to see the album art, and these buttons actually get changed to say like thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah. So we work with them to basically make sure it looks like the rest of the system, so it's fully integrated and that people can have full control of it here in the vehicle without having to fumble around with their mobile device. But yeah, so basically, the idea behind the system is really to organize it in a way that's easy for people to get to what they want.
It seems very intuitive and almost natural feeling.
Good. That's exactly what we're looking for.
The way it's laid out.
Yeah, make it safer, easier. The other thing I didn't mention was our voice track system has really been improved as well.
That's good.
Yeah, what they've done is there's thousands of different voice commands you can give it now, and it really flattens the structure so that you can speak in more natural speech, and you can just tell it exactly what you want without having to remember a long string of commands.
Right, a certain key punch words.
Exactly. You don't have to remember to say phone before you say call home or something like that. You can just go straight to saying call home. So it makes it just easier, again, more user-friendly for people.